Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today is January 29th. That means today is the 4-year anniversary of me posting some sort of content to YouTube every single day. So to celebrate, I figured I would do everything in 4s today. So I'm going to show you what I have. I have 4 banners. I have 4 labels. I have 4 pieces of 6x6 pattern paper. I have 4 pieces of 6x6 specialty paper. I have 4 alphabets. I have 4 dotty things. All of these read the same in my mind, whether they're rhinestones or shapes or enamel dots or these little puffy round things. They're all little dotty embellishments, right? So 4 of those. 4 sticker sheets. To be fair, I did combine these, but they are still a sticker sheet because they're all on there. So kind of cheating there, but it is what it is. I also have 4 solid pieces of paper. Now on the back, this is a pattern paper, but this reads as a solid. So I have those. And then I have my 4 photos. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I knew I wanted this to be a super colorful layout, and hopefully you guys got that impression as well as I was showing you the variety of papers and products that I had pulled out for this project. Now, this is still part of our weird shit date where we went and looked at this light installation, and you guys, it was cool. It was really cool. It was definitely weird, but it was cool. This was kind of in the back area. They had these big cylindrical creations, and some of the photos are of up close ones. Some of them are farther away. So I trimmed down 2 of the photos to 4x4. So I have 4x6 photos and 4x4. I'm going to mat these photos in a variety of sizes and shapes of paper. Not too crazy. We're still talking squares and rectangles, but you know, they're not going to fully go over top of every single one here. So I knew that this was going to be a kind of grid shaped layout, but I didn't want it to be a completely symmetrical grid shaped layout. So I am going to have a smaller photo and a larger photo, and right next to it a larger photo and then a smaller photo. And that's reading from top to bottom. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have no idea what I just said, it's okay. I wasn't very clear, but you'll be able to see in just a second. So here it is. Now, originally, I was going to keep these photos very vertical. They were going to be very straight very straight upside down. They're not going to be upside down. They're going to be right side up. But my plan was to actually keep it very straight from top to bottom, and then add little bits of decoration on either of the sides and not have a whole heck of a lot going on in the center. Sorry for that big yawn. 4 years of daily content makes you sleepy. But actually what I decided to do is bring in the 6x6 papers, and I went ahead and cut them down to 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And what that did was give me a little bit of extra oomph to my photos. And I decided that I was going to add some wonky kind of mats to the back of the larger photos. And ultimately, I would have this kind of wiggity wackety, catty wampusy, you know, twisty turvy, crooked man and a crooked mile kind of photo mats. And that's exactly what I ended up getting. I do have to adjust the one because I made the mat stick out a little bit more than what actually needed to happen. So I am using all of the papers that I brought out, all of the product that I brought out. So there is something pulled off of every single one. I really wanted to stay true to the 4-thing challenge. I did toy around with the idea of bringing in 4 different sprays and adding some splatters. Ultimately, I decided not to go with that because there already is a whole heck of a lot of color, and texture and all kinds of fun kind of whoa things going on this layout. And I thought if ultimately I brought in 4 different splatters, like that was going to be a little bit too much, right? Like that was just going to push it over the edge from really colorful and really kind of capturing the essence of the day and the evening, because, you know, we got there around dusk and stayed until it was past completely dark so we could experience it that way. It's going to go from that to gaudy. Now, I'm a more is more girl, so there is more color and more bits and bobs and all of those kind of things. But like I said, you might think this is gaudy already, and that is completely okay. And if you do think that, hey, you don't have to like everything I do. I probably won't like everything you do, if we're being quite honest. But the point is, the way the layout comes together as it's finished, it conveys my kind of thoughts and my feelings about how I want the layout to be in the first place, right? Like I want it to be super colorful. I want there to be pops of sparkle and shine. I want it to be a lot, because let me just tell you, going to this light arts installation was a lot. There was a lot to take in. There were times where we just sat and looked, and you might be thinking, okay, but I'm looking at your pictures right here, Sandy, and it's just a repeat of things. Like it's just multiple of the same thing. Yes, but no, but yes. It's still a lot to take in and a lot to look at, right? Like, so that would be like saying, okay, I went to the scrapbook store and there's rows and rows of paper, and yeah, I just glanced at it and walked away. Like, what? No, you're gonna look at all of it. You're gonna see the differences between different colors. You're gonna check out if that green one meets your needs versus this green one. Like there's gonna be some introspection. There's gonna be like reflection on what you need in your life. There's gonna be a process of if it's bringing you joy and it's making you happy to have it. There's all of these things that kind of go through your head and your mind while you're looking at this. And I am sorry that I am stumbling over my words so much. I have been talking a whole heck of a lot today at work, and I think my mouth is tired. Can you believe it? My mouth is finally tired. Yeah, I'm not buying that. I don't think that's what it is. I think my brain is tired. I don't think my mouth is tired. I honestly think that's what it is. Oh, goodness. Okay, so as you can see, the one banner piece is like a banner that kind of spans the entire photo. So I go ahead and put that down on the upper left-hand corner, and I'm going to kind of tuck in the banners on the lower right-hand corner. And I also tuck one over to the left-hand side. That one's not going to stay there. I don't like the way it looks. I'm not liking what I'm coming up with to match and put together with it. Like I'm just not feeling it. That one is eventually going to move over to the right-hand side with the rest of the little banners that are sticking out of the bottom. And then, of course, because I have 4 different types of letter stickers, I have to either make one title together that has letter stickers in it, the variety, or I can put the letter stickers kind of around the page and have little moments of words. So decorating with words is a thing. I do know that some people don't like that. Some people want you to be able to say, this is the title, this is the text, this is the journaling. Still, you know, I've been scrapbooking since I was 16 years old, and I am going to be 44 years old this year. And when I first started scrapbooking, I called journaling text, and I called embellishing decorating. And, you know, it still comes out of me. It still comes out as text and decorating, because that's still how I think of it. It doesn't matter that there is a term. I kind of feel like that way at work too, right? Do you know at your place of business, you have words that are used specifically at your place of business? They're kind of like the buzzwords, right? And, you know, sometimes I use the buzzwords and sometimes I just use like my own kind of language, even though I know that what the buzzwords are. I believe in the buzzwords, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? It's pretty, it's, it's interesting because there is a specific way. Boy, I'm really struggling over words. Like I said, my brain is tired, my mouth is not. There is a specific way of referring to something, like embellishing, and my brain is wired that it's decorating, and frankly, I still call it decorating because I do what I want. Took me a hot minute to get there, guys, but I finally got around to it. I do what I want. I'm actually looking at the sticker sheets because I haven't completely put everything away yet. Everything's kind of just sitting around me while I'm doing this voiceover. And one of the stickers says, I am enough. And I feel like I need to use that sticker to do a scrapbook layout about doing what I want. And it's funny because I have done a scrapbook layout about doing what I want. And it was for a YouTube hop. And I was looking for it a couple weeks ago because we had to share mottos or kind of slogan-y type thing at a work meeting. And it's just paper. I do what I want. And I said how, you know, you apply that to life. It's just blank. Do what you want. It's just this. Do what you want. And like, of course, be prepared for the consequences, right? Like, so say you don't want to go to work. Well, then don't go to work, but be prepared for the consequence that you might be written up or you might even be fired. Right? Like, and I kind of framed it that way. Anyway, I'm getting into work talk instead of scrapbooking talk. I scrolled my YouTube feed and I couldn't find the layout. I know when the photo was taken. I couldn't find the layout in the album. I couldn't find it in my Sandy album. Like there's layouts that each of us have in one of our own albums that aren't in like the yearly albums, and I couldn't find it. And I know I've made it and I can see it. I can see the lettering. It's black letters. It says I do what I want. I am in a red shirt because I took a selfie inside my car at Target and I'm wearing my birthday tiara. Like I can see it, but I have no idea where the layout is. The only thing I can think of is just flipping through all of the albums to find it, and I'm not going to do that because that's not what I want to do. Okay. So that was a lot. That was a lot to unpack right there, you guys. And if you stuck with me, thank you. So now I am going to go ahead and put some words over here. I gotta say, I always giggle when I'm spelling out the word fun, and it's just F-U at first because I'm a 12-year-old boy sometimes, or my humor is of a 12-year-old boy sometimes. So that makes me laugh. Yeah, farts are funny. Like you guys, like I said, I have the humor of a 12-year-old boy. So that's going to be real fun for you guys that we're cruising with next month together, huh? Oh, Lord. Okay. That is my head and my part. It's a very fine part. So I am placing this golden bow over here under the fun word. And because I have the gold throughout kind of this entire layout, there's little pops of gold. So there's a little bit more sparkle and shine going on. And like I said, it's the light installation, so it works. I actually thought about making a interactive light up page because they do have those things, or they used to. I don't know if anybody's actually actively selling them anymore, but they used to have things that you'd press for cards and they would light up, right? And I was thinking about doing that for one of these pages, but then I thought, my albums are going to be pressed together. The button's probably going to be depressed and the battery will die, and it's probably not even worth it. But it was a great idea that I had. I just have to figure out how to not have my battery die like that. All right, so I am trying to figure out finally the last little bit of decoration. Now, when I did move that orange banner from that left bottom photo to the right bottom photo, it did tear up my blue paper. Now, I could have easily covered that up with a piece of blue paper that I still have, or I could have flipped it around. I could have done anything to camouflage the fact that I tore that blue paper off. However, I just decide to embellish a little bit more over here on this left-hand side of the photo instead of, you know, doing the easy thing and covering it up with some more paper. I don't know. Is covering up with paper the easy thing, or is just covering up with the embellishments the easier thing? In this case, I think the paper would have been easier because I was kind of running out. And that sounds a little bit ridiculous to say because I have so many choices. But I was kind of running out of things, and I did not want to go to the stash and grab another thing because then I would have to not only grab that one thing, but 3 more of its best buddies so that I could have 4 of the things on my page. And I just did not want to do that, right? Like I just didn't. I'm already cheating a little bit by saying 4 sticker sheets, and some of my sticker sheets are combo sticker sheets. So I'm already cheating, so I didn't want to cheat anymore. Even though they're my own rules, and like I can make up the rules to be whatever I want, I still feel like it's a little bit of a cheat. So there it is. So I am going to use these thickers. These are probably my least favorite white thickers ever. They're not horrible, but they're not fabulous either. They've got these lines of like this drop shadow line of color on it. And it really works with these colorful layouts. Like it really works. So I am going to cut out the word, or I already stuck down the word light. Now I'm going to cut out the number 2. This is like the 3rd iteration of how I got this number 2 on here. I do have a 1, 2, 3, 4. I am not referencing the 1, 2, 3, 4 anywhere. I'm not referencing it in journaling or table of contents or anything like that. It is literally just numbers decorating the layout, right? It's just numbers and they're decorative. So you can decorate with numbers the same that you can decorate with letters. I am going to add some of these little dotty bits and bobs, like the little drips and dotty things. Which is how I think of enamel dots and tiny puffy stickers in my mind. There is a certain size, the little round puffy stickers that I have here, which, you know what, I don't think I even put one on the layout. I'm looking at my layout going, where the heck is the puffy sticker? And I did not put one on there, you guys, so I have failed my own challenge. And the photos on this, that'll be at the end of this video, won't have it. But I am going to add some of these little round puffy stickers. And I was just getting ready to talk about how this is the size. This is the size, like the biggest size that I think of when I think of like dotty bits. As opposed to, I guess that's as opposed to undotty bits. I don't know. But I'm putting a couple of them on here. Probably not going to have a big difference of even knowing it, but you know, they are there now. So I'm feeling a little bit kind of better about myself, I guess, because, you know, I actually used 4 of the things that I said I was going to use. So yeah, I don't know if my brain wouldn't have taken me down the roadway of what a little, like the little dotty bit sizes are, I probably wouldn't have not have even realized that I didn't put those puffy stickers on the layout. So yeah, I'm glad my brain took me that way, you guys. So now I have fully met it. And am I going to be lazy and not retake my photos and put them on here? Yes, I am going to be that lazy. 'Cause it just, there's not enough on here where you're going to be like, oh yeah, that significantly changed the look of the layout, Sandy. You're not going to see it. You're just not, unless you go looking for them because you know I was the doofus that did not get those stickers on the page. And quite frankly, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not having them down for photos. So I hope that that doesn't stress any of you guys out. If it does, I'm sorry. It's just paper though. It'll be fine, right? Like it'll be fine. So anyway, lost my train of thought again because my brain is tired. I just want a day to sleep in, right? Like yesterday was my day off and I didn't get called into work. I didn't have any issues at work at all. Like I didn't have to deal with that at all. But I woke up at 4:15 when Christopher left to go into work because he had to work yesterday. And I could not sleep. And all I wanted to do was sleep for a couple hours. And it was elusive, right? Had a great night's sleep last night. But I feel like I want a little bit more. So anyway, there is that. So guys, after I put on these little heart stickers, this is going to end this video. So I really do want to let you guys know how much I appreciate your support on the YouTube platform and on the website and the Facebook group and all of the things. I posted yesterday, I hit 4,444 subscribers and I was like, holy cow. When I started my little YouTube channel, I had no idea. I was like gonna be grateful if I got 50. Like, I was like, oh my God, if I can get 50 subscribers, I will be a YouTuber. But anyway, I hate hearing I appreciate you. That phrase just makes me but I really do appreciate it, guys. Like it's not fake. There is real appreciation for everything that you watch and comment and like and don't like and all of the things. So anyway, I'm finally gonna shut up. Thank you for 4 great solid years of posting on YouTube. I'm gonna keep going. No idea when it will end. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.